So I continue the last question which was remaining. Spot the errors in these sentences. Now you have been given the sentence where you have to find out the errors which is not correctly written. First one is the largest state in India is Rajasthan. Now from this statement or from this sentence, did you understand what are we ideally supposed to do over here? Yeah, yes, we need to do the comparison. Okay, that is the comparative degree. I hope you all have studied about the comparative degree. Okay, like what we have done earlier, small, smaller, smallest. Okay, these are called as the comparative degrees. Okay, if you remember, yeah, slightest of the remembrance, big, bigger, biggest. Okay, so these are types of comparison that we have to do over here as well. So there are three sentences. The first one is given, the largest state in India is Rajasthan. Now Rajasthan belongs to India where there are many other different small states, correct? And we are talking about Rajasthan, which is the largest amongst all other states in India. So ideally it, instead of ER, it has to be EST, correct? So the largest state in India is Rajasthan. So that is what the error is and which we need to correct. Similarly, the smallest state than Goa in India is Sikkim. So we are comparing here amongst the two states, which is Sikkim and Goa, correct? And they have already given a THA and than. So you should always remember, when there is a than being given, or whenever there is an ER form, it has to be the comparison between two things. So now they have given the statement wrong where it is EST which is used. So the smallest state than Goa in India is Sikkim. So we are comparing between two states. When there is a comparison between two things, it has to be the ER form. So here it will be smaller state than Goa in India is Sikkim rather than the EST form. So in India, Sikkim is smaller than Goa. Okay, that can be correctly written. Last one, Rajasthan is bigger Maharashtra. Now here there is something missing. If you remember in the previous sentence, I had mentioned to you something, right? So when we are writing ER form, there should always be followed with THAN. So than. So Rajasthan is bigger than Maharashtra. Here again we are comparing between two states, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So there should be a than which should be inserted. Okay. So these are your grammar. The recap section which we had done, the earlier one was done in the earlier class. Today we finished with the second page of your grammar. Okay. Now what we are supposed to do next is start with our chapter. Okay, so I'll just give you a small introduction about what the new chapter or the first chapter in English is all about. Okay, now from the name friendship, you can understand that we have the chapter something which is related to friends or friendship. Okay, so now I'm sure you all must be missing your friends, right? Now this is a perfect time to start with this chapter. No better way to start apart. Yeah, so now you all are missing your school, you're missing your friends, you're missing your close friends who stay nearby as well, because you're not able to meet them, play with them, spend time or go anywhere, isn't it? Now playtime is exactly what it is all about. So playtime is telling you about the story about few friends or three friends mainly whom you can see over here. They are missing their time of play. So they are unable to go down and play because of rain. Okay, so they are not able to play outside their house and they are finding out some or the other solution to enjoy their time or spend their time together. Okay, so before we start, this is your chapter number 1, playtime. Now here they have given a small activity for you all. Okay, now what is this activity? It is saying you about my best friend, and I like my best friend because, okay, so very good thing, right? And I'm sure things will definitely flow out from your mind, your heart, and you will be able to write beautifully and with your whole, with your, truth or the honest part about your friends will definitely come out, and you can pen down all these things in just few lines. Okay, so your first activity or your first homework or practice will be to write few lines about your best friend. Okay, So your notebooks, in your English book or your rough book, you may write few lines. First you may write it down in your rough books, children, so that if there are any errors, any grammatical things, you can always correct it and write neatly in your fair notebook. So write down few lines about my best friend. Who is your best friend? Please write wholeheartedly, and then write, I like my best friend because, and I'm sure you're really missing all your best friends over here. So please do write why you like that best friend of yours. What are the good qualities or something that you look up to your best friend? Okay, you may always feel like this is something which I really admire about my friend. So you can always pen down those things about your friend, and you need not write too much. You can just write few lines, 2 to 3 lines, or rather 3 minimum lines at least, or 3 to 5 lines. Okay, and if you have their photographs, you can always paste them in the notebooks. Okay, children, so enjoy this activity. I want you all to do this on your own. You can take your parents' help to frame the sentences though, but the feeling or the words should come from you. Okay, children, so take care, and I'll meet you soon in the next class. We'll be having our next class on Wednesday and hopefully we'll continue with our the chapter, and soon we'll give you the notes to complete. So that will be over for our April month portion. Okay, so until then, see you, take care, bye bye.